Women have always wanted to be more from inception of history. They've always wanted to do more. They've always wanted to be more. They've always wanted to be involved in so much more. And this is just to make their efforts count and their voices heard. Fast forward to today, women still have that superwoman mentality, and they want to get everything done on the home front, on the career front, in every sphere where they find themselves. And this is good. But are you amongst those women who feel that 24 hours isn't even enough to do all you want to do? Then join me today. Let's talk about time management and how we can plan our time to ensure that everything that means a lot to us still gets done within 24 hours with extra time to do other things. Hi, welcome back to Destiny Busy Moms YouTube channel. How are you all doing? I'm sure you're doing great. My name is Sandra. If you're new here, it's nice to meet you. Welcome to this platform. On this channel, we talk about faith, motherhood, lifestyle, and everything in between, how we can combine everything in order for us to live a balanced and a fulfilled mom life. So if you're interested in this kind of content, please consider subscribing. Just click the subscribe button and the bell notification beside it so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first to know. Also, remember to like this video if you like this kind of content, and comment in the comment section. I'll be glad to reply all your comments and share this video with another mom. Dear woman, I know you want to get a lot of things done. In fact, we have this mentality of feeling so fulfilled when we get a lot done, when we have a lot on our to-do list and we get it done eventually. But is doing a lot. Does it translate to effectiveness? Does it translate to efficiency? That's what we want to talk about in today's video. Now, let's talk about the very first thing. First things first. Ask yourself, what things are important to you? I know you want to save your 24 hours, but I know you also want to do a lot of things. So, what is important to you? Write them down if you can. In fact, you should. Write everything down. There's so much magic in writing things down. So write it down. What are the things that are so important to you? Of course, on the home front, cleanliness is very important. Should be very important, because it also translates to good health. So if your home is not clean or your home is not well clean, then it means that you might fall sick, your children might fall sick, so many things begin to happen, things don't get done because everyone is down. So that should be paramount to you. Very first thing, cleanliness. And when we talk about cleanliness, we're talking about your chores, definitely. All the things you have to do in the home front, to make everything work together for everyone. So that's very important. That's just an example. There's so many other things that should be important to you and should be top priorities. Now, the second thing is you should identify those things that kill your time, those things that tend to take time away from you. And I know that this is very common. Social media, screens, anything screens, social media, beware. If you don't have a plan around it, then it will plan to suck you in. Social media has this power to suck you in, and you'll be with your phone or your tab or your whatever screen all day without even blinking. So be careful with screens. Do you have a problem with social media? Does it keep you entangled in time? Have a rethink, consider it, and make sure that it's out of the way, or at least it's reduced. So those things kill your time. What else kills one's time? Some people sleep too much. I'm sorry to say, but some people sleep too much. If that's a problem for you, identify it. You have to identify it first of all. If that's a problem for you, make sure you just stick it somewhere and start working on it. Everyone that has been successful till date, every woman that has gotten a lot of success stories till date, we all together with them have 24 hours. No one has more or less. It is how we manage our time. It is how we get things done that makes us differ. Now, identify what takes your time, what kills your time. Write down the very most important things to you. There are so many jobs that you will get, or so many tasks that people will ask you to do for them, that are not as important as what you on your own, feel on your personal note now, what you feel is important to you and your family. They feel you have spare time and they give you extra work, they give you extra chores, they give you extra assignments to do for them. And because they're family, because they're friends, you really can't say no. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can say no. If you have 24 hours, they have 24 hours, they shouldn't be adding to your workload, except you have free time on your hands to actually do it. So plan your time. I have a full timetable, for instance, and that takes me to the third thing. What are those things that you usually wake up every day and it gives you headache? Meals for women, for moms especially, meals. We tend to ask ourselves every single day, because we have not planned. We ask ourselves, what do we eat this morning? What do we eat this afternoon? What do we eat this evening? And your brain is calculating so many things every time, every day. Well, you can as well plan your meals, and this is very, very simple. It also helps you to save money. It helps you to save time, because if you're a working mom or you're a stay-at-home mom, whatever, once you have planned your meals, probably weekly in advance, it is very easy for you to just heat up a meal at dinner time or at lunchtime or whenever, instead of starting to cook afresh all over again every single day. So I personally have a full timetable. Sometimes I do a monthly one straight, sometimes I do weekly. So do what works for you. You can plan your meals weekly. Cook in bulk. This saves time, it saves energy. The time you'll be using to cook food afresh, you use it to do other things that matter to you. Use it to rest, use it to gather yourself, use it to refuel, use it to to develop yourself. Read a book, do something else. And these are the things that matter, that should matter to us as moms, because if we are not having enough time to refuel, everything that we have deposited in our family, in our friends, in our loved ones, it just goes and it keeps going and we burn out. So in order not to burn out and to save ourselves some time to be able to do things for our own selves, even after taking care of every other person, we should be able to be in charge and in control of our time. Always remember that you have 24 hours. That woman out there who is successful at everything she does has 24 hours too. We all have the same time on our hands. So the very wise thing to do is to plan your time. Now that you've identified everything and everyone that takes your time, or that that tends to eat into your time, the very next thing you want to do every time you wake up every day, after saying your prayers, after communing with God, the very next thing is to always plan your day. Now you know that screens shouldn't be involved, or at least they should be minimally involved. You know that you shouldn't go to unnecessary meetings or tasks that someone just calls you up to do urgently if you don't have the time for it. Because if you don't plan your day, then when all these things come up, you include them into your day, unknowingly the day is gone and you're not able to achieve a lot that you want to achieve. So plan your day. Have a to-do list for the day, and on your to-do list you don't really need too much to do per day. I, for one, like to do my chores day by day. At first, I used to like to want to do everything in one day, but then I realized it wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for my effectiveness at all. I wasn't effective. I wasn't efficient. So I resorted to doing or assigning a particular chore to a particular day, or a particular segment of my house to a particular day. For instance, on Mondays, I could do dining area, and I deep clean the dining area. Every single thing in the dining area is sparkly clean. Sparkly. on Mondays, and it will remain like that till next Monday. I might not touch anything in the dining area except pick up food and just a few things when we eat, just clean the table and do all sorts, when we eat or after we eat. But aside that, I'm not vacuuming, I'm not doing any deep clean whatsoever of that particular area until next Monday. On Tuesdays, I'm doing the living room area and I'm deep cleaning it. That way every single part of the home is clean every week. It's clean, sparkly clean. Just pick up a little every day, and awesome. I think it's called zone cleaning. You can do that, you can practice that if that works for you too. But if it doesn't work for you, you can also try assigning a particular chore, maybe 30 minutes or an hour to a particular chore, and make sure you face it, you get to it in that amount of time that you assign to it, and wherever you stop there, and face some other thing. But I think that it's more effective to deep clean and just forget about it. That area, you're sure that area is clean all through the week. One other thing that women fail to do that I think is very important in time management, saving your time and helping you to do more, is planning your meals. This is something many women feel confused about every single day. You're thinking what to cook, what not to cook, what do I have on ground, what can I make urgently, and we tend to burn out on such thoughts, thinking, what should I do, what should I cook? So I subscribe to planning your meals weekly, monthly, however you wish. But that will also help you to plan your groceries. Your grocery bills will be saved. You don't just buy on impulse, you save money from planning. There's a lot that you can save through planning, so please plan your meals. Okay, I'll tell you the way I do it, and you can either emulate or find a way that works for you. What I do is I go to the internet, I research on meals that we are used to, meals that we love to try for the family, that we all love to try, and I write everything out. Then I write out what I need to get, what I need to buy to be able to make those meals, and then I plan it into a month, a food table. I plan it into a month, and in that month, that's what we eat: Mondays, Wednesdays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday, Sunday, lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner, just like that. So when I buy my groceries, I plan my meals. So this helps me to also prepare before time. I prepare my ingredients on ground, and then I cook in bulk and freeze. So this is very important too. It helps you to save time in the kitchen. Too many women are in the kitchen 24 hours doing what you can do in 5-6 hours and forget about it. So this is also a way to save your time. Plan ahead, plan your meals ahead, plan your groceries ahead, plan everything that has to do with your feeding your family ahead, so that is off your to-do list, and it saves you time, saves you energy. You have time to sit with the family in the evening or at night to watch your movie. You're not in the kitchen trying to cook or trying to do one thing or the other. You're not thinking, what should I be cooking? Because everything is already planned out ahead of time. The very last thing that I want to include in helping you save your time is to multitask. I know that women are known for multitasking, but I must tell you, not all women know how to multitask. Multitasking is a saver of time, but not everyone knows how to multitask. So what does multitask mean? You have so many things to do on your to-do list, but you have limited time. So you switch in between tasks and you get things done better. I'm of the opinion that when you're multitasking, you have already planned ahead of time how you should be able to run in between tasks, so that it doesn't take your time it doesn't prolong things, because multitasking can actually prolong your time if you're not careful. If you don't plan it ahead of time, you might think you're saving time, but indeed you're wasting time. So plan ahead of time the things you want to do, and then when you start, set a timer. While you're doing this, especially in the same zone, while you're doing things in the same zone, multitask in that zone. That's my very important tip for multitasking. Don't multitask in between zones. For instance, if you're in the living room and okay, I'll just turn my camera a little so that you can see my fridge. It's my fridge. My fridge is in the living room, is in the dining area, right? So if I'm in the dining area and I'm doing one task or the other here, I can also multitask in my fridge. I could clean my fridge as I'm cleaning my dining area. So that's multitasking. That's what I mean by within the same zone. Don't add what you're doing in the living room to what you're doing in the kitchen. You might not be able to balance it up, and you might not concentrate, and then you might not be able to get things done effectively. If you're running in between vacuuming the living room rug and the living room area, not just the rug now, the living room area, and you're running to the kitchen to sweep the kitchen or to vacuum the kitchen or to maybe do the dishes at the same time, those chores are not related, they're not in the same zone, so somehow you might be thrown off balance. That's why I say balance your multitasking. Don't just multitask from here to there, from A to Z. Multitask within the same zone. These are tips that will help you to save your time on the home front, in your job. Apply it to your job, your career, your business, whatever. These days women are working from home mostly, so we must be able to save time. We must be able to do things at the right time and to not procrastinate. This way we get things done, we save our time, we're able to do other things that matter to us with our time instead of being burned out at the end of the day. So I hope these tips have been able to help you, and I hope you will apply them to your time management skills and to your time management portfolio. And I hope you will write me in the comment section to tell me how it went for you. Thank you so much. Please also share your own tips on how you are able to manage time as a mom. I'll be glad to hear from you, and I'm sure everyone in this community will be glad to read from you too and learn from you. Thank you so much for watching once again. Please take care till we see you in the next video. Bye.